Hi, everybody.
Fucking no.
Okay,
No.
no, babes. Oh my goodness.
Go that way.
Part of the bloopers. In the last 100 days, there's a lot that has changed.
So this is our video for our 100 plus days on
Yeah.
the road, moving into our little tiny 20 feet RV.
Yeah.
And we want to do a video to recap of how things have been.
For the last 100 days,
Yeah.
our living situation has obviously changed a lot. So let me ask you, babes, how is living in an RV for you?
I mean, it has been a big adjustment for me. We went from a 2-bedroom apartment with a living room, a dining room, hallway, to now living in the space smaller than the bathroom that we had in our old apartment. So space has been the biggest challenge for all of us, especially with a baby, with a cat. Cleaning has been a lot easier because the space is so much smaller, but I have to clean more often. So I often have to clean right after Nico uses the bathroom because we move his litter box around.
Yeah.
So it goes from the bathroom to the hallway to the hallway to the bathroom when we're using the
Yeah.
bathroom.
Yeah,
So-
at nighttime we leave it out.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So yes, I clean less,
Mhm.
but I clean more. Less space to clean, but I have to clean it more often than
Yeah.
not. So before I will I don't know, vacuum or whatever once weekly, I have to sweep every day versus the apartment that I sweep like every week. There was more space, so dirt will spread around.
We sound like we're dirty. In the RV, we're in and out of it all the time, and we're in campgrounds. So yeah, it's dirt a lot. And Nico has his litter box. He's in and out, and he carries a little bit of his litter. As soon as he pees or poos, Masi has to go take care of that business. What about clothes?
Yeah, so clothing, we eliminated a lot of our clothing. We have a lot less clothing, and the
Yeah.
same deal. We have a lot less to worry about, but I have to wash more often.
Yeah,
like
laundry.
Yeah, I find myself doing laundry at least once weekly, and not just a little laundry, the full closet. Doing laundry takes me almost the full day, or at
Yeah.
least half a day, because I cannot go in and out. So I just wait until all the washers are free, so I can just put all of the clothing there. With a baby, there is a lot of clothing, so
Sometimes 2-3 outfits a day.
yeah, I have to do laundry quite often, and doing laundry is exhausting, and I hate it so much. I find myself doing laundry a lot. Even though we have less clothing, it seems like the laundry is just the same. How are you? I know you have some challenges. What are your challenges with RV living?
Well, this is one challenge right here. Helping Masi with the baby is a big challenge. He is a handful. He is growing, so we have to take care of his nap times, his play times, which we try to split. He loves to be on the floor, so that's why Masi has to clean tons of time. The floor has to be spotless for him. But cooking, I do most of the cooking, so I miss having my 4-burner stove, and I miss having my counter space, and I miss my air fryer, to be honest. And you remember the air fryer?
too.
Maybe we cooked outside like 2 or 3 times in the last 100 days. And not because we don't want to. Some places you can't have an open fire. Some places it's just been raining, or it's just been too cold. We started doing this in November. So it's not like it was like summer the whole time. Although when we were in Florida, we cooked twice outside. How is living in an RV going for Joaquin? I mean, we are seeing him grow in our videos. Like our first video that we posted, he was just able to grab the blanket and put it on top of him. Now, if you take an eye off of him, he's jumping off the side of the bed. You really have to keep an eye on him. He's like everywhere, so much energy. But we have to keep an eye on him because he's not a newborn, he's 10 months old now. He is very active, very much curious. He wants to know what our internet box is all about. He beats me up usually. But he's growing, and we can see how he's growing, and we're documenting his growth. That is a beautiful thing, Hi, it's us again. Different camera, same situation though. How is living in RV for Nico? What do you think he's feeling?
I think he cannot run around as often as he used to. I think he
Yeah.
enjoys the view, like when we open the door for him, the fresh air. So he's like more ground level.
Yeah.
He's able to see more birds.
Yeah.
Like in the morning time, he loves to like scratch the window for us to open the window for him to see out.
Yeah, he scratches the shades. In the last 100 days, there's a lot that has changed in our life. Like we have no jobs that, that we go to the 9 to 5 situation. We have different things that we do. So
Yeah, but I think being
Hey.
a mom
Hey.
is running around after Joaquin is a 24-hour job.
Yeah. being
My
a
9
mom
to
is-
5, at 5 I'll clock out, at 9 I'll clock in. Joaquin is an around the clock situation.
Yeah.
I get no rest. I have been exhausted for the last 10 months. So Joaquin is a lot. Like I'm babysitting and cleaning and doing laundry and maid and a babysitter mainly. So I would say that's my new job.
That's your new job.
That's my new job.
So with regards to the family impact, well, I was in the Marines and I'm always used to moving around. So it really hasn't impacted me that much. The older I get, the closer I am with certain relatives. Really close with my cousin Evelyn. I'm really, really close with my cousin Alex. Really close with my brother. Those are the three main people that I speak with when it comes to, like, they check up on me, they check up on us. They want to know how we're doing, if we're alive. They want to know where we are. Anyway, one time there was a bad storm in Houston, and there was a tornado warning, and there was literally a tornado around the corner from where we live. And my cousin called. She was like, "Hey, what's going on? Are you guys okay?" Then we had to put a little Facebook post saying like, "Hey, we're fine," because they were concerned. And I don't know, I feel like they like my family in general. We're a unique group of people that we're best. We love each other our own way. We don't need to be on top of each other to show that we love each other. When we need each other, we're there for each other, but we're not on top of each other all the time. Babes, what about you? How is living in an RV affected your family dynamic?
Me and my family, we are not that close. Yeah, they check on me once weekly or so, maybe through text or through instant message, Facebook Messenger. Facebook posts, every time we post, they write, it's beautiful, have fun. And that has always been the case. When I lived in Philadelphia, I visited a couple of times a year. We were like an hour away. My sister lives in Miami. We went down to Miami, spent Christmas with her. We're there, like if I needed anything, without a doubt my family will come through. I'm not that close to my family, even more distance, extended family. But I know that my family is there if I need it. And what is the other one? What challenges have we encountered? We have encountered a lot of challenges. From just adjusting to RV living, to adjusting to a smaller space, adjusting to setting down, setting up. The biggest challenges I think was when we were in Kentucky, that it got really cold. We had to figure out how to keep ourselves warm. At one point we ran out of propane and we had to figure that one out. And the other biggest challenge was when the electricity went. Mr. Wonderful hobby over there was able to figure that out. We got electricity the day after.
Yeah, so we've encountered a few challenges. I was afraid that the water was gonna freeze on the tube that we had. Not tube, I'm sorry. On the hose that we had that connects from the city water to the RV. I was afraid of that freezing. So we had to purchase one of those. When the electric went out, we had to take care of that. Some of the challenges that we've encountered is that we don't like to arrive in the dark to a campsite. So we try to leave early enough so we can arrive when the sun is still up, so we can see around us, so we can hook up properly, so we know how to back up and whatnot. What other challenges? Right now we have we don't have car issues, but we have a warning light that we fixed in Florida, and now it came back on, so we have to go ahead and take care of that.
So
We
also
had,
we
had big internet challenge. We figured that out. Let's see how long that lasts, because a lot of people are saying that Starlink is better or that the satellite is better. I think the situation we got going on right now is not bad.
I think I like what we have is
Yeah,
reliable so
it's
far.
not that bad. It's a T-Mobile home internet. It goes off of 5G. As long as we are connected to the Wi-Fi with our phones, then it doesn't slow down us using it. At times I feel like it's slow, sometimes it reset. They gave me a new one. But it wasn't that bad. I mean, it's not that expensive either. It's only $50 a month. So yeah, cut. Oh, you guys are here. Perfect. So let's tell you. let's. Let's tell you about our RV setup. But we don't really have much in the RV. We have our bed, which is a queen size bed. We got that at Brooklyn Linen, not sponsored yet. And we had changed it because we had purchased a really big queen size. It was really thick, so then we took that one. It was hard to make the bed. It was hard to lift. It was heavy. It was just not conducive to what we needed to do. So we swapped that out with another one that is thinner and lighter. So we saved ourselves about 20 pounds there because we need to make sure that the RV is under 3,500 pounds in order for us to legally and safely tow it with our Jeep Wrangler. Think about the mods that we did and the changes we've done, like removing the door, the table.
I think those changes were necessary without a doubt. It has made our living space more functional. We still have a few changes that we're trying to figure out. What other changes did we make?
So we removed the bathroom door,
Yeah.
the table. We got rid of the cushions for the table.
Yeah.
We went to Home Depot and we bought the wood so we can have a more level bed.
And the bed was probably the biggest change. It completely changed the layout of the RV,
Yeah.
but it was the most important change. Before we had a folding bed, and that wasn't going to work out. It was very uncomfortable.
It was very thin.
Yeah,
Yeah.
unfolding it and unfolding it just was not something that we were willing to do every day. I think as we learn the RV more, we see what is a need,
Yeah.
what is a want, and what accommodates our needs best.
Like for example, some organization in the RV. Our RV set up with the cubby. Joaquin's clothes goes in the first top cubby. My lovely wife. Her stuff goes in the middle cubby, and my stuff goes in the last cubby. Next to the fridge, we have our laundry and then our linen wear and stuff like that, like towels.
Finding a space for the laundry, which is something we did not accounted for, was the most difficult task. The laundry piled up very quickly,
Yeah.
and it was just occupying space. We had to move it from one space to the other space, to the point that we were like storing it inside the Jeep. And
Yeah.
finally we decided, okay, let's just find a space for the laundry, because it's the one thing that never ends. The dirty clothing has a space dedicated for it. It has opened up a lot of space, sitting area, which continues to be an issue,
Yeah.
continues to be
Underneath-
clutter.
Right, underneath our sitting area though, we have our electronics and then our sneakers right underneath that.
Yeah, also the shoes, finding a space for the shoes,
Yeah.
the shoes that we were wearing.
And we try not to
when we
have a
went
lot
to
of
the house.
shoes. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I have one pair of sneakers, one flip flop, and one hiking boots. That's all I got.
I have one pair of sandals, hiking boots, and just boots to go out, which are not even in the actual
Oh
cover
yeah, and then I
space.
got dress shoes, which is not in the
Yeah.
cubby space.
And we should
But
look
Masi
into
has 3 flip flops.
No, I don't.
You have the Marvel.
Those are yours.
You wear those.
Okay, I'm gonna get rid of them.
No, you're not. You have the Puma.
Those are for at home.
Don't get rid of the Puma or the Marvel.
Okay, so those are yours.
Look,
This is something he does. He gives me sweatpants, and then he's the one wearing them. But then he claims those are mine, so it occupies space in my copy.
that is a lie.
I'm onto you.
That is a lie. She wears my sweatpants.
No,
And then I can't wear them.
You're the one that wears them, and I have to store them.
I'm gonna start
in
wearing
my
your
cupboard.
panties.
Okay.
When it comes to hooking up, Masi takes care of inside of the house. She makes sure that nothing heavy is on top that'll fall and break. No glass. She makes sure that most of the weight of like heavy stuff is on the bed, because the bed is towards where the tongue of the RV is. So that way we don't have a sway when we're pulling it. We still have some stuff that we have to work on. Like the last time we took our trip, the refrigerator opened for some reason, and the lemonade from Chick-fil-A that I was saving, it just spilled all over the place. It went on the fruits that we had, and it just ruined some fruits and veggies that we had.
And it went all over the floor. I had
It was
to
sticky. It was
I had
gross.
to water,
Yeah.
clean it with water and soap a couple of times for the
Yeah.
stickiness to come out. Sometimes the fridge opens. It's
Yeah.
rare. We have figured out that if we put something heavy on the first shelf of the fridge, then it's more likely to slide and open the
Yeah.
fridge. So nothing heavy on that first shelf.
Maybe we just empty out our tummies and empty out our fridge. We just know that if we put heavy stuff on the fridge, it's gonna open. I do the outside. When it comes to the outside, I line up the Jeep with the backup camera. I go ahead and I wait for Masi to finish with everything that she does. Sometimes she has to do dishes, so she'll tell me, don't turn off the water yet. But the last thing I take out is the electric, because I use the electric. We have an electric jack in the front, so we use that so we can lift up the RV's front so we can hook on. I think that's what it's called. The ball joint. It's not a ball joint too. So that's what we do when it comes to hooking up. So I will disconnect the water, and then I'll go ahead and I'll flush the black tank. We have another hose that we use, and I'll go ahead and connect it, turn on that thing, leave the thing open, flush it. We try to leave empty. If we know we're gonna go to a campsite that has water and sewage, we will empty out all the tanks. Our RV has a system where it recycles the water, so if we're not using water, it'll put it in the tank. So we have to empty that tank out too in order for us to drive, because that's weight, and the more weight we have, the more fuel we'll use while driving. We try our best to drive the RV with very little water and absolutely nothing on the gray tank or the black tank.
To enjoy the night breeze, see if the baby comes down. I think it's one of the hard parts of RV. I don't know if he gets tired of the same setting all the time, so we try to make it different for him.
So
and it worked. It's more fun.
Yeah. And our next question on the thing,
You can't stop.
is our community. Like, how's our community? And as you can see, I actually asked a gentleman to let me borrow his lighter so I could turn on the fire pit that's right behind where the camera is. But, how is our community? Who have we met on the road, babes?
Several people. We have been awful about keeping in touch, but everyone we have met has been very nice, very helpful. When we didn't know how to turn on our stove or the gas for the RV, you went out and asked someone, and they helped us out.
I mean, we had a little sign that said Honeymoon RV in our RV and in our truck.
Look how beautiful the moon looks.
Does it? It does look beautiful. It's a full moon. Day I come out. Or not. But yeah.
We met two fine gentlemen on the gas station too. Seems like that's where you meet people. And we went jeeping with them, and it was such a fun experience.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, and they actually follow us.
It was
Ross and
I don't remember the other gentleman's name.
Ah, man.
But they were amazing people, and shout out to them.
Yeah, they were actually they were in Virginia. Yeah, shout out to them. Ross and I forgot the other gentleman's name.
Oh man.
I'm embarrassed
like at the tip
now.
of my tongue.
It is at the tip of my We'll remember by the end of this video, I promise.
Was it Rick?
Is it Rick? I think Rick and Ross. Really? Rick Ross? Oh.
I think it is.
No, it's not Rick.
Go check out.
I think it's Ben.
Oh yes, it is Ben.
Right here. Boom and boom. I don't know their names yet, but this is.
I'm Ben.
And
I'm Ross.
I think it's Ben.
Yeah, Ben
It's
and
Ben,
Ross.
Ben and Ross.
Yeah.
Yeah. And real cool dudes, man.
Yeah.
Both of them, I think both of them follow us on social media.
Nice.
I think they don't mess with TikTok. We have our TikTok that, I don't know, we're really not too active on TikTok. We need to
We're
be.
not too active on anything. With a baby, it's really hard to edit, to upload,
Yeah.
to be on top of it. We're trying
Yeah.
our best here.
Like what we do
But
is
Marvel interferes with our daily scheduling.
yeah, Marvel is very good, very intense. It's very important in my life.
Marvel.
We've met them on the road and on campsites. We meet people all the time. Everybody's nice to us, like you said. The gentleman that helped me out with the fire in the
The other day we came here to the happy hour.
yeah, there was a
That was
happy hour.
fun. But we made some friends there.
Yeah, it was fun. That was fun. With regards to our community back home, really we really weren't people that would hang out with a lot of people. Our circle was so small. I bet right here, right now, we can have everybody in our circle and there would still be a lot of space for their circle. Our circle was very, very small. Like, for example, one of my best friends, she lives in Orlando. My good friend lives in Phoenix.
We have met a lot of your Marine friends.
Yeah.
People that you haven't seen
Yeah,
in decades.
Yeah.
Catching up with them has been
Yeah, it was beautiful.
different for you.
Yeah, beautiful. One of my bosses that he did 30 years in the Marines. One of my Marines, he did 4 or 5 years in the Marines and he got out. Met another sergeant that I was sergeant with in Hawaii. We met him here in Houston. And then we met another coworker of mine from Brooklyn. He moved to Atlanta and we met with him. We met my cousin a couple times and your sister.
Yeah.
We spent Christmas over there.
Yeah, she came down to the Keys
for
for
Joaquin's
Joaquin's
baptism. Yeah.
which we had on the road.
That was a beautiful
Yeah,
experience.
The church was amazing.
Yeah.
The priest, the ladies at the front desk.
Yeah.
What was the church's name?
all right. Oof, that fire is hot. So, babes, let's talk about our travels.
Okay.
Our travels. Have we been able to travel to any new or interesting places?
Yeah, we have definitely gone to beautiful, interesting places. I don't know, what was your favorite place that we have been so far?
I mean, I love Mammoth Caves. Mammoth Caves was amazing. Disney was an adventure. Tennessee was a lot of fun. It's tough. It's tough. I mean, we had like the Keys was very nice. Talk about your top 3. What are your top 3 so far
Ooh,
that we've done? Oh, let's put them together. Let's see our top 3. I love the maze. The maze was a lot of fun.
Virginia in general, period, was
Yeah.
a lot of fun. We were there
Yeah.
for, 4 days?
Well, we went to 2 different spots in Virginia. No, Shenandoah.
True.
Yeah, we did Shenandoah and we did the caves. So let me talk about daytime travel and nighttime travel. So I feel fully responsible for my family. I don't know how to put it in a way that is any different, but I feel like I am responsible to get to where we're going safely. I rather drive in the daytime. Masi rather drive in the daytime. We rather get to the campsites in the daytime compared to the nighttime. And there's been a few occasions where we've gotten to campsites at night. Maybe like what, 2 or 3 times? It's weird because we get to the campsite at night. Sometimes they have envelopes for us so we can park wherever it is that they have us set up. We find it, and then the next morning it's like, wow, we were sleeping here. It's weird. Like, remember in Georgia? That happened in Georgia. Happened in Virginia. And thanks for sticking with us in this video. Honestly, we really appreciate everyone who has watched our videos so far. And it doesn't cost anything to like and subscribe. We're really trying to get to that point in YouTube. And the only way we can do it is if you guys help us out. We would appreciate, obviously, if you guys tell your friends. But please like and subscribe. It doesn't cost a thing. And it helps us out tremendously.
And we get
Um,
extremely excited when we get a like
yeah,
and
we
watch.
love it.
Like, oh my
Yeah.
God, one more person
Oh
watch.
yeah. Oh my God. It's very encouraging. It makes us feel like we're reaching people out there. So we're reaching out. Please, no. But yeah, in all honesty, please like and subscribe. It helps us out. It helps our channel grow.
And it keeps us motivated to continue to do more videos. And
Yeah,
it takes a lot of time.
yeah,
With a baby, even more so, it's
yeah,
difficult. Like most of the time, we're editing at nighttime when Joaquin
yeah,
is sleeping,
yeah,
and we stay up doing that because we really enjoy the process of editing,
yeah,
of just recording and our experiences.
yeah,
We want to, when we're older, when Joaquin is older, to be able to look back at this,
yeah.
and we will love it for you to be part of it. So
Absolutely.
if you guys can support us in any way, a like, a share, a comment, we will really, really
Yes,
appreciate it.
yes. Help us figure out this algorithm. We're doing the 50 states. We have a big pause here because we're trying to take care of some appointments, some medical appointments.
And also the weather. Our plan
Yeah,
was to go to Arkansas and like hit those upper states, but the weather around those states has been really rough.
very
So we
cold.
made the decision to come to Houston, to Texas, where it's a little bit warmer. And even here, we have our own risks with
The tornadoes.
thunderstorm, yeah, the
The
tornado.
tornadoes.
So our little RV, we have to be very conscientious of where we go because of weather,
Because
because
that's
it's
it.
not equipped for temperatures lower
It.
than
I
the
mean,
30s, I guess.
it is winterized, but we're not winterized.
No.
We're trying to escape the cold. We're trying to escape that bad weather up north. And we actually we diverted from New Orleans to here because we were gonna go to Alabama, Mississippi, then Arkadelphia. We were gonna go to Arkadelphia, remember?
Yeah. I was looking forward to Arkadelphia.
Yeah. And then
Beautiful
we were gonna go to
place.
Oklahoma and then Colorado. So yeah, and that's another thing because we were planning before we. Hold on, there's a chopper. We were planning on. Well, before we left, we made plans like 6 months in advance. So, in a matter of fact, our plans ended at the end of February, right? Yeah, our plans ended the end of February. We had everything planned out from where we were gonna stay, our routes, where we were gonna go. We used RV Life, not sponsored. We should do a little ticker. How many times do I say not sponsored? But we had our route set up. We're gonna go here. We're gonna stop there. We're gonna camp here. We're gonna get gas there. Everything. RV Life had everything set up for us. But once we got to New Orleans, we were gonna stay there for 2 weeks. Instead, we stayed there for one, and then we came over here to Houston, Texas, and I'm glad we did. I'm glad we did.
Me too.
Yeah, I'm glad we did. But again, that happens. We had to change our plans because that was the end of January that we came to Houston, Texas, and we had all of February that we had planned out, and we had to call all those places that we had made plans for and book and cancel those places. So yeah, our plan is still to do the 50 states.
Was it 10 down?
We have 10. We have done 10 states. So we
40
have,
to go.
yeah, 40 to go. I really believe that we will find more exciting things to do on the road. We will find some new adventures to take. We'll meet more people. We'll have new challenges. There's tons of things that may happen. There's things that can go wrong, things that are gonna go wrong, things that you expect to go wrong, and adventures that we may not. Like for example, we didn't know that there was a RV show happening in Houston,
No.
and we ended up going, and it's actually our best video right now.
And I think as we learn RV life, we have learned that being spontaneous or not planning last minute, but planning more in the present pays off better than planning for the future. Um, I think that has proven true um, in the whole trip, right? Like,
Yeah, with our lifestyle.
yeah.
Yeah. Some people go to that Disney resort. They probably have to call that in advance, like a good 4 or 5 months or whatever, or like 4 or 5 weeks. They plan that out, but some people just don't. They just go to
Show
the
up
next
there
city
at
and hey,
noon and they want
do
to
you guys
do
have
all of the
anything?
parks, and then you
Yeah,
just waste money.
that's not what I was getting at. I was getting at
Ah,
people going to RV parks.
which is something we had no idea that was in Disney, an RV
Yeah,
park.
yeah.
At least I didn't.
I wouldn't pay that much money to stay in an RV park.
How much?
It was like 150 a night.
That's hotel prices.
Yeah. I don't know. What do they have? Does Mickey come over and empty out your black tank? Yeah,
All right, guys. So we'll catch you on our next adventure.
yeah,
Please do continue to support us if you can by just watching.
yeah,
And if you have any suggestions for us, things that you want to see, stuff that maybe we spend too much time on that is not that important, we're catering and molding this channel as we go. And we would love to hear feedback to see if we're doing stuff okay, if we're not doing
yeah,
stuff okay, if you guys can relate to the content that we're bringing you, if it's just insane the stuff that we're talking about when you
hmm
just have no idea what we're talking about. Let us know so we
yeah.
can accommodate and grow together.
Yes, grow with us. And thank you for watching
Thank you.
Honeymoon
Yes.
RV. I am Lucy Boom. This
Maciel.
Maciel. I
And
was
our
gonna say
baby,
Masi Boom,
Massy Boom.
and that's Quaka.
Who finally fell asleep.
Yes, you witnessed this. You witnessed him falling
This is
asleep.
a very rare occurrence.
Yes.
Thanks for watching. Good night.